First tonight, the mounting pressure on a council leader in Northamptonshire to stand down after new claims of domestic violence.
Jonathan Nunn, who leads West Northamptonshire Council, says he's always been open and honest about his conviction for assault 20 years ago, but says the recent allegations are unfounded. Opposition councillors are now calling for a motion of no confidence in the Conservative politician. Well, Ravnik Nandra is in Towcester, where Mr Nunn is due to attend a cabinet meeting this evening. Ravnik, good evening. Is that going ahead as normal tonight?
Good evening. Well, yes, councillors have been arriving as normal, although no sign of Jonathan Nunn just yet. Now, that meeting was scheduled to start at 6 o'clock, and you can see from these live stream pictures now that meeting is getting underway. Now, the allegations against Mr Nunn are not on the agenda tonight, but it's something that many councillors do want to address. A key figure in Northamptonshire politics, Jonathan Nunn has been a local political leader for more than a decade, but now calls for him to go. 8 councillors on West Northamptonshire Council have called for an extraordinary council meeting to propose a motion of no confidence in Mr Nunn over new domestic abuse allegations. Among them, former Conservative, now independent councillor Ian McCord.
I think the council has to decide whether it has confidence in the leader or not. There's an awful lot of stories swirling around, and they need to be properly investigated and properly sorted out.
Mr Nunn says he's always been open about his conviction for assault and the community order he was given 20 years ago. But now he's been forced to deny allegations published by Private Eye and the Daily Mail. In a statement, he described the accusations as unfounded and part of a campaign to discredit him. Opposition groups on West Northamptonshire Council have joined calls for him to stand down.
We are really looking seriously at this and how it's distracting from our everyday council business. And we felt it was the right thing to do to, sign that proposal, call for that extraordinary meeting for no confidence within, the leadership.
Domestic abuse charity Eve, which is partly funded by West Northamptonshire Council, says anyone with a known history of violence against women should not be elected to public office.
I think it's about the message that it sends, to victims and survivors, that their pain doesn't matter, that they don't matter as victims and survivors, and of course they do, which also means then people who have been accused of it, who have been found guilty of it, should not be in positions of power.
Mr Nunn says that domestic abuse is never acceptable and he regrets his past mistakes. But with pressure mounting, that may not be enough to keep him in his post.
Well, Ravnik, what more do we know about that extraordinary meeting that is being called for?
Well, today we've learnt that extraordinary council meeting is now scheduled for Thursday the 9th of May in Northampton. It'll debate the no confidence proposal by Councillor McCord. Now, Mr Nunn does have continued support from some areas. The ruling Conservative group in the council is backing him. Only one Tory councillor, Cheryl Hawes, says she has lost her support for him. Now, Mr Nunn has told ITV Anglia that he will be releasing a second statement in response to these allegations. We're waiting to hear back from him, but in the meantime, we will be at that meeting on the 9th of May to see whether Mr Nunn will survive that extraordinary council meeting.
Ravnik, thank you very much.